and welcome to the very first episode of Nespon Talks. We are really excited to launch the podcast series where we discuss the market trends, insights, technology updates, and innovations that have shaped Nespon Solutions. Let me just give you a brief about the company. Nespon Solutions, a Salesforce Summit partner, is a global force headquartered in Grapevine, Texas, with over 600 certified professionals and 350 consultants. We excel in B2B and B2C Salesforce implementations. We have a wide range of Salesforce clouds, including data and AI, financial cloud, communications cloud, analytics and revenue intelligence, field service, and service cloud. We are a truly global company with 9 centers of excellence across the USA, Argentina, UAE, India, Pakistan, Mexico, Spain, and Uruguay. Let's dive into what makes us stand out. We are honored to welcome the mind behind the success, our founder and CEO, Mr. Umer Fazal, with us. He is not just a leader, but a hands-on contributor to Nespon Solutions. He graduated from NED University, and he also has a degree of software engineering and computer science. With over 17 years of experience, Umer's hands-on leadership approach really shows how involved he is in guiding the company. That gives us the confidence to his commitments. And he fosters his work environment that embodies his core values: family, drive, success, humility, and intelligence. Let's delve into his hands-on approach to leadership.
This is Ali Sangi, and today in the first episode of Nespon Talks, we'll be putting a light on the life of Climb, the CEO. Hello.
Hi Ali,
How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, thank you.
So who is Umer Fazal?
Well, Umer Fazal is a person like everybody else who was lucky to have born in a family who put education as the foremost priority. As far as my personal life is concerned, I am married with a beautiful woman and 3 children. I live in Texas. I have been there for the past 25 years, and that's where we operate Nespon.
So what is the role of the president, Shama Hashmi, as you've discussed right now?
Well, Shama Hashmi is I am fortunate to have. She happens to be my wife. She is the president of the company and running many different parts of Nespon. And it is a women-based organization, and we are truly proud to have lots of women working in our organization. Our goal is to promote minority, especially the women.
So we've talked about minority and women-owned. What is the specification of it?
Well, there are, as a company, right? First of all, our motivation is that we bring in technology. There aren't many women in this sector, so our goal is to embrace that thing, and we want to make sure that women also come in this area. It's not rocket science. If guys can do it, girls can too.
Absolutely. Let's get back to the year 2008. What was your motivation for this startup?
Well, it was not like I woke up one day and I decided to form the company. When I was a child, I saw some of my relatives in my family who were pretty successful in the field of business. I really like challenges and problem solving. And what I saw growing up was that if you are running your own organization, there are lots of challenges that you have to face, and then you have to solve them. That motivates my brain, and that's what I wanted to do growing up. It was not about making lots of money or something. It was more about success. And that's what, basically, when back in 2008, that's where I was in a position to be able to launch Nespon in the room, and the goal and motivation was always to grow it to a next level and a next level and a next level.
Amazing to hear that. With Nespon's global presence keeping your vision aligned, how do you think all the countries are interlinked with each other?
Well, we have divided each country in a way that each country has a manager who is responsible for their operations. My job is not to tell them what to do. My job is to work with them and then help them figure out what their goals are for the next year. So towards the end of each year, we work with we have strategists and we work with them and come up with the goals for the next year for that region or for that country. The goals are actually defined by those managers. And of course, those goals have to be in line with the overall vision of the company. Usually, we have divided our goals in short term goals and long term goals. Next year goals are basically the short term goals, and then the long term goals are the ones that take you towards those goals. So towards the end of the year, we come up with those short term and long term goals, and then during the year we are not thinking, we are executing those goals, basically those tasks that helps us achieving those goals.
I guess, in the last 2 years, we've acquired two companies in South America. So, what was the strategy behind that?
The same thing. So, as part of in Latin America or overall, our strategy is to become $1 billion company. In order to, and that is our long-term goal. In order to become a $1 billion company, we have to grow not only in size, not just organic growth, but also inorganic growth like acquisitions or adding more offerings as part of our growth. So we worked with the regional president, and then we said, okay, last year we said, okay, this is what we need to do in order for us to grow. So among many short-term goals, this was one of them.
So I've heard, talking about countries again, we have different Salesforce industry specialists in all those countries. So how do you make sure that all of them are aligned together for giving better results for the client?
We have a concept called Nespon Academy. What we do is it's not just about the client. It is about our engineers, about our staff. What we do is we invest the most in our team because I call it a happy cycle. And what it means is that if we make sure that our engineers, our staff are happy, happy staff, happy engineers result in happy work. And if they are doing it, client will automatically be happy. As part of our core values, we pay a lot of attention on not only on our staff. Once they are happy, customer will be successful, which is another core value of ours. So happy engineers, happy customer, and if the happy customer is happy, Nespon will be happy, which means Nespon grows, and that enables us to invest more in the growth of our engineers. So that's what I call it, a happy cycle. Happy, which starts from our engineers.
That's called intelligence with humility, right?
Well, that is, yes, maybe, or it's a little bit different in terms of what we need to do is instead of us thinking of that we are the boss or something, we need to make sure that we all are doing our own part. Somebody asked me, what is your job? What do you do? I did not come in, I don't like calling myself a CEO. I am just a team member. We all have our responsibilities assigned to us, and that's what we do. And so, if I am assigned something, I have to do that. So, as far as I'm concerned, my job is not to tell anybody what to do. My job is to assess as part of our strategy, right? We came up with a strategy, and my goal is to assist our staff to do what they do best. I'm not here to tell the marketing folks how to do the marketing. They are the best. So I am going to, as the marketing team, to say what do you need, and then they say, okay, we have this, we have this, we have this, and my job is to assist them.
You've been a mentor, a leader for a lot of us, the young generation. What leadership style do you think has motivated you?
Well, what I have learned through the years is that you should better lead from behind. What it means is that that you need to enable the your people to rise up. And in order to do that, you just help them. They are the masters of their field. Uh, I am not master of anything. My my task is to just enable my team, my people, anybody in the organization that they are able to do their job well. So leadership from behind in that case means that if how can I enable you to rise up, right? So instead of me telling you what to do, giving you the directions, rather than doing that, I would ask you, Ali, what would you like to do? Or there is this area you are responsible for XYZ. I would ask you what to do. And then you'll say, okay, I will do this, I will do this, I will do this. And I may end up questioning that, okay, what about doing, instead of doing this, you do that? Will it make any difference? And you may say, yeah, it may. Or you may say, it may not, right? But in the end, when you do that, at that point, you will feel responsible, you will take ownership. My job is again just to enable you and to assist you. You may say, in order for me to do this, I need this thing or I need that thing. So, my job again is to just help you shine. You are already good in that area. My job is to just assist you with what you want to achieve.
So everyone has a mentor who pushes them. Did you had one?
Well, I have not just one. There have been many people in my life. My brother, my teachers. I learned from quite a few people. I believe that you learn more from when things go south. So I would say even there may not be a mentor, there may be a negative character, and you say, okay, this is what you should not do. So I would say yes, mentors, or there are people, there have been incidents and people in my life where I'm a good observer. I observe pretty well, and that's how observation, I would say, is my best mentor.
What is observation for Nespon in next 5 years?
Well, I would say that goals, right? So it's always a good idea, as I mentioned earlier, that you have to set goals. It's not like, for example, if you want to go into a cricket match against team ABC, what you don't do is you just go into the match and you say, okay, I will just start
You
playing.
need a slip.
Yes, right. You will come up with a plan that, okay, this player is dangerous, or I need to do this, the pitch is like this, weather is like this, right? So you come up with a plan. On the pitch, at the time of the game, you are not thinking, you are just doing. What are you doing? The plan that you had made before. So as far as the next 5 years are concerned, the plan, we have our plans to be able to grow Nespon. Right now, if we are 9 countries, at least I would think that, and then there are 3 regions where we operate: North America, South America, Europe slash Middle East. So we have divided Nespon in and parts of Africa. Uh, so our goal is to how do we get into 4 or 5 regions in next 5 years, which means Asia Pacific, like China, Japan, Indonesia, those kind of places, and how do we also end up in Australia. So that is our next 5 years plan. How do we keep bringing the same success? The formula is still the same. We just need to expand it into other areas, and while doing that, continue to grow.
You've talked about regions. Which market do you think is very underrated and high potential?
I would not say underrated, but there are markets, right? Especially clouds, right? Cloud is something it is adopted very, very well by the West, I would say. But like Middle East right now is adopting to it. There were some regions why Middle East was not able to adopt. One main reason was that they did not have local data centers, and they did not want their cloud storage being done somewhere else. So the market, Middle East market, it's not underrated, but there is a lot that is about to happen. So we are concentrating on that market right now. Same is true about Africa.
Having onshore office is a benefit. What do you think?
It has everything has advantages and disadvantages. The reason why we have gone global is you can come up with a mix of things, especially technology and post COVID. Basically, the location is not a major factor, but there are other things, right? For example, billing rate or the availability of engineers. In India, in Pakistan, there may be very good engineers in Salesforce or SAP or .NET, or maybe there may not be a very good, let's assume, project manager or program manager here, or there may be good project manager, but if the project is being done in the US, it makes more sense to have a project manager in the US, right? So what we do is our core value, one of the core values is customer success. What we look at is what combination brings the most success to the customer. So being global, you can take care of customer success not only in terms of quality of work, but also in terms of money and all other things. If we are doing development and the customer is doing testing during US time or during Europe time, it may make a better sense to have the development team or testing team, other people to be working during night time. Testing team in US, let's assume during their daytime, they open bugs. The development team can fix the bugs during the night. So it is 24-hour cycle instead of, which brings more more value to the customers. So global presence helps with many different scenarios.
It has been all AI since last year. We had a lot of generative AI ideas from different companies. So, do you think that pushes us or that makes us learn more?
Well, it's a very, very good thing. And Nespon wants to be a leader. We don't want to be a follower. AI, it's a growing field, and it does bring value. Is it there yet? Maybe not, but will it be there in 2 months from now? Probably yes. It is growing so fast. We have to adopt very quickly, and in order to do that, we are running some programs. We already have many of our engineers already certified in AI. We have done written some use cases where not only our engineers are learning that technology, we are able to give demos to our customers, and we show them, hey, this is how you can utilize the AI. So again, utilizing our Nespon Academy, we are enabling our people to be able to learn and offer those services to our customers.
What was the story behind the TM Forum Moonshot Catalyst Web?
Well, we don't call ourselves. The name of the company is Nespon Solutions, right? We are not calling Nespon Software Development or Nespon IT company,
Yes.
right? What does it mean? It means that we not only know the technology, we also know the business, right? For example, in telecom, just like Umema mentioned earlier in the podcast, that we are offering services in certain areas. It's not like we just go in and do the implementation. That implementation can be done by anybody. What we bring is also knowledge of that field. So having our presence in the telecom industry, we just don't want to be followers and doing things. We want to be on top of building standards. That's why we have joined TM Forum, and we were so thrilled. Of course, in the previous TM Forum, where we won the Moonshot Catalyst Award. So winning that award in the field of, of course, telecommunications is an amazing feeling. We want to continue our, to contribute in any other area as well. It can be financial services, it can be field services, it can be construction. So that's what we want to continue.
There was a quote that I've seen somewhere on the internet that says, "Success is not the end; it's a milestone of a lifelong journey." How do you perceive this quote for Nespon?
Well, actually, we live this, Nestman lives basically on this code. What it means is, in our case, what we do is we build our strategy, right? There is a short-term goal and there is a long-term goal. We start from long-term goals. It does not have to be like 20 years long-term goal. They can be 5-year long-term goals or 3-year goals. Of course, while you keep in the hindsight, you keep long-term goal in your as your target. For example, right now our long-term goal is to become a billion-dollar company. Can we become billion-dollar company by just trying initiate all the things? No. So we have to, in order to get to that destination, we have to divide our long-term goal into short-term goals. How do we do it? We say, okay, if we want to become a billion-dollar company, we have to do this, we have to do this, we have to do this, grow from 9 countries to 20 countries, or from 20 to 40, or expand our offerings. And instead of just doing A, B, C, and X, Y, Z, we should be doing much more than that. So that's what we are doing, dividing our long-term goals into short-term goals and do things step by step.
What are your next goals for traveling?
Well, it makes worlds of difference if you get to meet people. Our staff is our key thing. They are the most important asset of the family of Nespon. That's why we call it a Nespon family. It feels good to have family members who speak Spanish or English or Portuguese or Urdu or Hindi or English, right? All those languages. So right now I'm here in Pakistan. My goal would be I will be planning a visit to Dubai and then to Argentina to meet the members of the Nespon family.
I would love Nespon Academy to teach Arabic. I love Arabic.
Hopefully, we will introduce a course just on that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for your time. It was nice having you here, and we had an amazing journey with you. You've always been a great mentor for us. Thank you for everything. And this is the end of the first episode of Nespon Talks. We'll meet you soon for the second one. Stay tuned. Thank you.